Blog Talk Radio.
This is the Second Chance Lifestyle Show.
But Anna, she did come in at 16.
Not real.
We like to support each other by charging vaguely around the same amount of money.
Totally.
Now, reaching out to you from beautiful British Columbia, Canada, it's Ken and Lisa. Well, hello everyone. Thanks again for appearing once more on the Second Chance Lifestyle Show, where we endeavor to bring material that is relevant and of interest to you, and only you, no one else. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ken, and I am a transformational life coach. So what do? Well, I simply transform your life. And what's the transform? Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, keep talking.
Oh, and once your life is transformed, you shall indeed live long and prosper. And I have my lovely co-host. Well, I don't know about lovely. My co-host here.
Wait. Oh, excuse me.
Lisa, the hypnotherapist. And Lisa is?
So I can introduce myself. Yes. So my name is Lisa. I'm a registered clinical hypnotherapist. I help people who want to change their life from everything from weight loss, addictions, depression, chronic pain. And I'm also a mental health practitioner. So I work one-on-one with clients with persistent mental illness, goal setting, and make sure they're taking their meds and other support they need.
Continue.
Yes, so that's what I do. I also want to mention, I'm sorry we're a couple minutes late. I think I was interfering with the connection. I had problems with technology, so
well,
I think.
Not just technology. But,
yeah, so.
But, sorry, you can continue.
Oh, yeah, so today's episode 4, Sunday night. Yesterday was the super moon, so hopefully everyone set their intentions. Did you?
Intention was to get drunk.
My intention was to have a prosperous life and help many people.
Oh, yeah. That too.
And it's been very hot. Wouldn't you agree?
Too hot for me.
It's early 30s Celsius.
But for our American comrades,
I don't know.
Colleagues, that's about 92, 94 degrees or so.
Yeah, it's too hot. So.
But and today's date is July 13th, 2014.
Yes.
But of course we must give our proper adieu. The Queen must get her adieu.
Yeah. Right, you look.
England. Yeah. Well, let me turn this up a bit. How dare you? Wow. Ah, okay. There you are, Your Majesty. So today's show is about
Hypnosis.
hypnosis.
And I'm actually excited about it. We mentioned it here or there on the shows, but this show is strictly about hypnosis. I'll explain what it is, debunk the myths, and how it can help you, and just the main benefits of hypnosis.
Okay.
So there we go.
So start chatting.
All right. So do you know what hypnosis is, Ken?
Yeah, you on the let me think. You have the chair. He has the big gold watch. He goes back and forth, and he says, you know, you are getting sleepy, sleepy, sleepy.
Not quite. They don't really use that as much anymore. You're thinking of someone on the stage. We do have stage hypnotists who do different shows. Like, yes, the ones where they have you cluck like a chicken. And the secret behind those is they pick people in the audience the most suggestible. Basically, someone who would cluck at a party anyway. So he picks people to go on stage, maybe 10 or so, and he goes down the line and sees which ones aren't as suggestible, and he says, "Oh, are they great?"
Yeah, wait. No, wait. So how?
I'm still explaining here.
Oh.
Okay, what's your question? Go ahead.
So how is he going to know who in the audience was most likely a chicken clucker?
You can tell by the body language and who's raising their hand, because people who want to volunteer, they're obviously going to raise their hand. Who's interested? You can tell by the body language. People have more open body language, flamboyant. Maybe they're wearing some bling, more chatty, things like that.
Now, wait. I wear bling as well.
You'd be a great candidate, wouldn't you? Exactly. Basically, someone who's a little shy, introverted, who's not going to pick them because they wouldn't be a great candidate, because on stage you would sit there and nothing would happen.
Oh.
So basically, people he picks to do things, they would do these things at a party anyway. Cluck like a chicken, sound silly, do silly things.
I'm sorry. I go to many parties, and I don't see anyone at the party clucking. I see lots of, how can I say it? Lots of homemade stickies passed around.
Actually, I think years ago, it was a long time ago, when I was at a party,
1850.
Quite. Well, yeah, that was one lifetime. At one party, I think, what's that game you play? You spin the ball? I know you spin dice. Anyway,
like I said,
twice.
1850.
But no, at a party, I think I had to go around the table clucking like a chicken, so it just happened at parties.
If I were you, I would not tell anyone that. Sorry.
Hey, if they judge me, that's all right.
I don't know many people at parties now who walk around the table and cluck like a bird.
No, it doesn't bother me. They want to judge it.
No.
Yeah.
Just friendly advice.
I'm okay with it. But anyway, so back to the stage hypnotist. So that's how it works. So he picks people in the audience who are really suggestible, basically willing participants. They're holding their hand up. They're open to it. They're ready, open to it, but I won't be willing. And so he makes the suggestions, and the person does it because they want to do it. He's not making them do whatever. Excuse me, I was talking. He's not making them do something that they want to do. I see some funny stuff actually. There's different stuff. There's something like these love shows or
puppies love shows.
No, at these different love conventions. I've heard of hypnotists go on stage, ask female audience to go on stage, and he gives them suggestions every time I'll touch your shoulder, you'll orgasm. He goes by touching the shoulder, and all the ladies are moaning.
Oh.
I saw a video. It was quite funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Similar, yeah.
Well, how do I get front row seats for that show?
I think there's some hypnotists who specialize. You see when they're performing. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I mean that particular show with the birds having fun.
Yeah. So that's the entertainment side of hypnosis, and then there's the hypnotherapy part of it, the therapy. So hypnosis is a normal state of relaxation. It's kind of like a guided meditation. You ever had experienced that before, meditation?
Yeah, when I have a nice bottle and I'm mesmerized by the bottle, I guess I'm under hypnosis.
That's not what I mean.
No.
Or if you daydreamed? Or
yeah, when I see the bottle, I daydream. especially after.
If you're on the bus or driving somewhere and you forgot how you got there.
Yeah, if I've had a few drinks, that happens too.
Yeah. Basically, it's two parts of the mind. The conscious mind keeps us safe.
Yep.
Prevents us from getting hit in traffic, but it kind of shuts off when you're, say, daydreaming or reading a good book.
Okay.
Yeah, so in that state of hypnosis, I can guide the client in, and they go as deep as they want to, because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, and I can give suggestions to the subconscious, the computer, I like to call it, the hard drive.
By the way, if any of you lovely ladies wish to ring us a bell,
Oh, yeah, just give the number, please.
516-595-8091.
And if they want to tweet us, they can tweet us at Second Chance Hypno.
Okay. I still don't know the...
You don't know. Well, I know all the social media stuff, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you want, you can send us a chat in the chat room. Send us a message.
Yeah, let's get some messages here. Let's get some feedback from the audience.
Yeah.
Okay,
so yeah, back to that. And yeah, so basically that's all it is. It's two parts of mind. Subconscious mind holds all our memories, traumas, different lifetimes. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you believe in past lives or not. They're there. The mind will go where it wants to go. The mind is really there to protect you, like a cop, I like to call it.
What about the crooked cops then?
Those are the only good
So we've established that with hypnotherapy.
Mm-hmm.
If I can, a bit of a recap. Hypnotherapy. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis.
Mm-hmm.
You're accessing the mind to. Okay, now we can continue. Accessing the mind to.
Big changes. Say someone stutters, or if they're alcoholic, and they're really trying to stop. They've been trying for a whole their life, but I just can't stop. It's like, I don't have any willpower. It's not even willpower, because there's some old programming in the subconscious mind. It could have happened when you were a kid or before. It keeps going round and around. That's like an old program in a computer. So you upgrade, nothing can be changed. Nothing can be changed by positive suggestion and doing, I've talked about previously in other episodes, parts therapy.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do is this. See what you think. Let's give me your definition, your explanation, and then I can translate for the audience. And that way, everyone who listens will know 100% what we're discussing, whether it's from you or I.
Oh, okay, I thought that's what we're doing. You keep recapping me and explaining.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, so back to this. The parts therapy is when I speak to the part of that behavior that's causing that behavior or symptom.
Yeah, okay, so parts therapy. So, again, like from last show, each part is a different, I won't say individual, but a different...
It's part of the person. Like, part of you likes to go to the bar. Part of you also wants to study. They're all part of us. It's not like it's an entity, by the way. We're not walking around with multiple personalities. The parts of are there to protect us.
Okay. Protection.
Yeah. And so and hypnosis, either you do parts therapy, that's for behavior or symptom, or age regression. That's for any emotional issue, fear, phobia, going back to where the emotion started.
So you're going back to when the issue first started.
Because hypnosis, I never lead or guide. I just have the mind. The mind will tell me. The mind will diagnose what needs to be done. Yeah.
So the mind is running, I guess, not a self-diagnostic program.
Yeah. And so when the changes need to be made, the upgrades can only be made when I enter the subconscious mind, and that's when they can be done.
Oh.
Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established. Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established.
Oh. Yeah, so we know. Yeah, incoming transmission.
Yeah. So I can speak from personal experience. I think I mentioned this on the show before. Hypnosis has helped me. I used to, well, I'm still working on it, clutter. It's nothing to do with a cluttered house. It's a cluttered mind. It's fast speaking, fast thoughts. Everything's really rapid and bunched together.
Yeah.
And now it's amazing I'm doing the show and doing hypnotherapy because now I slow down What do you see? Because you know me for a while. What do you think my speech is?
I want to say, well, in your sessions, your voice is crystal clear.
Well, that I know.
Crystal clear. What do you know if you're in your session? How do you know?
Because what people tell me, what clients tell me, what the case studies have told me, that your voice is amazing during hypnosis. A talking voice right now, how is that?
Your speaking voice, it's not bad. It's good.
So here's an example of the part. My speech, like before, you probably see my speech is what? It was 20, 30, like mud.
Marbles.
And now what do you say? Maybe 80?
I get a good 80.
Okay.
Well, it's not quite like that. Like this. Like that.
I don't talk like that.
Exactly. That was you.
So what I can say is, it was interesting during my hypnosis sessions, because there's a part of me that's a hypnotherapist that speaks clearly, confidently, amazingly in sessions. And I remember a session I had where the therapist gave this, just talking to my parts, negotiating with them that Lisa's, going to be a hypnotherapist, please support her. And it is. So I can feel those parts even right now. I'm not crazy. I can feel them supporting me. So I'm just saying, that's the reason I got into this work, and this is what I explain to clients. I know that this can work because for 30 odd years, like nothing was helping me. And you're always like, speak slower. Yeah, if I knew that, the parts knew that, they're trying to help me.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah. And another the reason why if someone has like an issue, say present time, and they're trying to fix it, it's because the mind has no concept of time or space. Say something happened when they're 5. That part still thinks it's the person's 5 years old, still doing that job. But then the hypnosis explain, no, this is they're in their 30s or whatever right now. Can you help them with a new job? And I'm like, all right.
So what we do essentially is get rid of the old
job and have them do a new job. Basically, yeah, it's a beautiful process. These parts are wonderful. I love working with them.
We had an interesting experience with the insurance aspect. Apparently, in British Columbia,
insurance, what's like a difference? All right.
Well, it's part of hypnotherapy.
All right.
The insurance aspect, remember, apparently here, the medical system will not pay the bill.
It's not supporting of it. Same with the tax system.
Yeah, so people who need hypnotherapy or come for hypnotherapy, we have different methods in the sense of payment, sliding scale fee, etc., etc. We even went to one insurance company here and had a chat with the lad there and asking, would they cover it? And at first he said possibly if you're self-employed. Upon further checking, we discovered that, he sent you the email that he was mistaken.
And then I asked him to verify if you can claim it on your personal income taxes, on your health expenses. They said no.
He said no.
As well. So until, it's more accepted in the mainstream society, it won't be covered. But right now, we offer a sliding scale.
Of course, in England, it's...
So do you have any, clear about most of that stuff? Do you have any other questions?
Essentially, it's fairly simple in the sense of you're accessing the mind, and whatever bad programming is there, you're getting it sorted. Like, for example, if a person has issues from they stopped it when they were 5 or even 1
or before in the womb even
in the womb. Yeah. Let's say they heard the parents, mommy and daddy just arguing, bickering, and the kid may think or it gets the message it did not want to be born, so the kid's born. 20 years later, the kid is acting out, doing crazy crazy things, but actually it goes back to the time in the womb when the kid heard these negative messages, feeling unwanted. And it can really, really help mental issues. Unfortunately, we cannot go back in time.
Mind, Doctor Who. So what happens is if a person's mind goes back to this lifetime, like their childhood, I'm able to reframe it. Reframing by giving the child something they need, giving the mother Either, I don't know, maybe
So,
so the mother's there, or it's quiet, or whatever the child needs at that time in the mind.
so it's not necessarily this.
No, but in a sense, the mind, the concept that is 2014, it's not back when they were 5 years old, but I can make the changes, whatever they want. Do they want the teddy bear? Do they want their mom there? But once they go into a past life, I can't change that, but it's a process I go through so that soul is rested from that lifetime and not creating other issues like presently. Like for me, I'll give you an example. My speech issues, many lifetimes, either I was hung, burned, or whatever. So it was no surprise that I had issues with my speech, rapid speech, and I was going to get hung, and I was persecuted for what I want to say. That's when I say it makes me realize I'm really thankful to be living in this lifetime, to be saying what I want to say, and no one can take that away from me. So I'm very happy with that. So I'm very grateful for all the lives that my mother.
Well, we like when you're happy, and the clients as well.
Yes.
Feel the same. Oh, makes sense to me.
Yeah, and then what else? Oh, and then in session I teach clients quite often self-hypnosis, and I do that while they're in hypnosis, so the mind just takes it in easily.
Oh,
and that helps them with anything, chronic pain, sleep issues, weight, just to relax. And so they have them practice it every day, so it gives them stuff to do between sessions and really can create more changes.
Okay, so again, if you want to reach us, 516-595-8091, or if you want to give us a ring, the office, 604, was it 600? What's the number?
Office? Oh, sorry. 604-200-0841, or our other number, 604-229-6440.
Where did I get 600?
I don't know.
It must be in space.
Yeah. So yeah, I was going to mention something else about hypnosis.
How effective it is.
Oh yeah, well yes, quite effective. I can give a couple examples. I had a client who was an alcoholic, and now he's an ex-alcoholic after 6 sessions. Doesn't want to touch it, doesn't even want to go near a liquor store.
What's the most difficult case you had? What's the juiciest, most difficult case? Don't mention names, but people probably want to know what's the, a really difficult one that you had.
Either him or there's a lady, for years she couldn't sleep, have insomnia.
Okay, I guess what I'm saying is, what's the most, challenging, you could say, challenging in the sense of interesting. I believe you had one case where the person wanted to consume certain foods or something.
Sure, but you find that interesting? I could talk about that. Different, what do you mean, like sugar addictions and stuff?
Well, I just want to find out, what's the most,
I would say the alcoholic is the most challenging case, in the sense of, because this person had it. I'm allowed to say this because they wrote me a testimonial on Facebook. So, for 10 years he would drink all the time, and I was the last resort. He went to a shrink and he did all this other counseling. Nothing worked. And after even just the first session, we didn't even get into the parts yet. After the first session, every time he went near a liquor store, he went the other way. He's like, I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there. So I was blown away how I realized this work is so powerful and so natural and holistic. Why wouldn't you want to do it? And so now I think he has 6 sessions. He pretty much is done. But he tested it. He went camping with his dad. And now, didn't have to drink. And
one thing I want to touch upon is, are we having the show today? It does not seem to be as long. So that says 18 minutes.
It's 45 minutes. I thought that was enough. That was long enough.
We can, if we want to talk longer, we can just
I thought last time maybe it was too long. People didn't want to hear us just chit chat.
No. We can always extend. Instead of saying end, we can just continue. But
back to the point is, it just shows you, because people just go to AA and none of that stuff's working. It's because you're dealing with the conscious mind. The subconscious is in control. That's the computer. It's a powerhouse.
I think the people may want to know, and if I'm wrong, someone please ring in and correct me. I think that people want to know about the training and experience more so. If they go to a hypnotherapist, how do they know the therapist knows what the hell they're doing? Because maybe the therapist is, a wanker. And how do they know the person is good?
Yeah, for any good hypnotherapy school, generally there's 2 levels of certification.
Okay.
You're a hypnotist.
First, level 1 hypnotist.
And then you're a master hypnotist.
Level 2.
And then a clinical hypnotherapist.
So, okay, level 3.
Yeah.
And then?
And then that's pretty much it. And then you have to look at what is their other schooling. Like
No.
Sorry?
You missed the point. You missed something.
What are you trying to ask me?
After the 3rd level, the clinical hypnotherapist, they get that certification by registering with the IMDHA.
International Medical Dental Hypnotherapy Association.
That's part of their credentials, but they can take various other hypnotherapy-related courses to increase their knowledge base.
Yes.
So when they see their therapist, they should ask their therapist, what is your background? What are your qualifications? In your case, you have a degree in psychology, and you worked in mental health at the asylum.
Yes, I'm about to finish next couple weeks my diploma in nutrition. Which is great because I help people with weight.
Well, now, another thing, since hypnotherapy is not covered under the medical program here, it seems that some of the therapists struggle to find business because of the way they do the billing. However, we have a unique way of billing in the sense of we have a sliding scale fee, which the fee, depending upon your income. But again, how did that one person word it? It was... How did she word it? She said fee that...
We have a fee to suit every budget.
She does suit... How does she...
Yeah.
It suits every budget.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, the same...
So basically, we have a range from $50 to $140. So whatever your budget is, if you're working, not working, if you're... Whatever the circumstances is, I let all clients know that I want to help you for it to be beneficial in your time and money spent. You should go into all the sessions, and then whatever you're comfortable with within your budget or a fee that you're comfortable paying.
And we will have for corporate rates, there will be a different number, of course. It won't be bad. It'll be probably higher because we're dealing with volume, and it's a lot of time dealing with the corporation. But the bottom line is we want to ensure that everyone is available or has the money to get the sessions. Some therapists will turn you away if you do not have the money, but we will not do that.
And I never want to compare myself to other hypnotherapists. I want to support everyone, but at the end of the day, it should be affordable to everyone.
Yeah, and again,
I'm the same way. If I'm going to get a service, it should be affordable.
And again, before I had this conversation with other therapists, and I asked the bird on the phone. I said, so if the person cannot pay the rate, why do you turn the person away? Why do you not work in their budget? And the bird told me, well, because we value what we do. I said, okay.
I don't really understand that mindset. You value what you do. I value what I do, so I want to help as many people as I can. How much a client pays has nothing to do with my self-worth. I have great self-worth. It has nothing to do with that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the two are construed, and they shouldn't be.
So when you meet your therapist, you definitely should grill him or her. That's what the criteria.
And fee, is it a one-set fee, or what if you...
No, I was going to say they should really inquire about their, what's your background, what's your experience level, what's your certification, what are your credentials. You're entitled to ask these questions because if you're paying a service for a fee, then definitely you need to get, your money's worth and make sure the person you have is qualified to do the work.
It's also good to ask how they get into this field and what were they doing before that? What's their educational, all that stuff. And if you feel comfortable with the person, where maybe they specialize in the area too. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So, I'm trying to think. Have I covered all the myths? Did I go over?
You covered the watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I want to say, in hypnosis, you're in full control. Someone can't make you do something against your will. You're aware at all times. You hear the hypnotherapist's voice.
And
basically,
if you go into a past life, like I did, and the therapist is there to help guide you out, so, either way,
you're always safe. Yeah.
you will be safe.
That's why it's important to feel comfortable with a hypnotherapist, even more than even a counselor, because you're going deep into the subconscious. Some clients have what you call abreactions. They start crying. They start having emotional reaction. So yeah, it's really important that you really trust your therapist.
And one thing I ask of the audience is when you see your hypnotherapist, whether it's us or whomever that you choose, please, if you cannot make the appointment, please be kind and at least give 24 hours notice, because it makes it easier for the hypnotherapist to reschedule people, and possibly even easier for you to handle your affairs.
Yes.
Now, in our case, we really, really, really want 24 hours notification if possible.
Which is pretty standard. Most of my clients are pretty good. Of course, if there's an emergency, to go to the hospital. It's different.
Well, I also want to explain why for us, it's very critical. We average the clean clients, I'm going to say, on a slow day, 3, a busy day, 6. But this is per day.
And then,
5 days a week, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So we,
No,
I was just telling them, we average about, I'd say 15 to 20 people a week. So when you make an appointment and you do not show up, it really throws off the schedule.
Yeah.
So we just ask that you just give us 24 hours notice. We can get someone in and pull them off the waiting list.
Yeah, I think most people appreciate that. Like you said, generally, I usually have about a month waiting list, and I have a lot of people on the cancellation list.
And especially the people we bring over from Mother England, they really, really appreciate it because their time here is limited. So if you cannot make it, we understand, but please give us the notice.
Perfect.
Oh, thanks so much, stuff.
So yeah, hypnosis can help you in so many ways. I think I mentioned mostly everything. Any medical problems you have? That's for me.
No, not me.
You.
Not me. You.
You.
Oh, you.
Medical issues, diabetes, probably even cancer, emotional issues, any habits you want changed. Some people can't stop pulling their hair. Some people are nail biters.
It can also get you people off of drugs, legal and illegal drugs.
Addictions, yeah. Gamblers, people addicted to sugar, alcoholics.
But I was going to say, people that are on meds for different things, you can actually...
Pharmaceuticals, yeah.
Yeah, pharmaceuticals. You can teach the mind to cure the ailment, and actually the person can, of course with doctor's approval, the person can come off the meds, which again, I should say, we do not give any kind of medical or advice, legal advice. And even in the second profession as a legal process outsourcer, I do not give any legal advice whatsoever. I train these other legal professionals on how to win cases, but I do not give legal advice. You agree?
Perfect. Yes. So I think I discussed almost everything about hypnosis. Is there anything else I touched on?
We pretty much covered everything. One thing I would like to ask the audience, if you can let us know by tweet or Facebook or ring us in, what topics do you like? I noticed looking at the stats, it seems like the stuff like about the bird, the hot one who got a divorce.
The stories we touched, like current events or...
And the good-looking male criminal, whatever, those two had the highest ratings than the gastric band. So I think the people, if the topic is of interest and a bit non-conventional, they tend to have a bit more interest. So we try to mix it up in the sense here of educational and a bit of fun. So that makes any sense.
It does. What's that?
Is
delivering your beer.
Some twat.
Oh.
Who's delivering me beer? I have enough.
Right there, you have one.
Oh, I have enough beer right next to me.
Yeah.
How long has it been there?
A while.
Oh, time for a party then.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad.
I wonder if everyone's on their vacations right now.
Well, if they live in British Columbia, you know, the people here, they have to go somewhere. Even they, oftentimes they have no money, they still go.
I like going away, but I only do it once in a while. I'm too busy helping people.
Yes. Stop. So.
Here, I saw something. Clients have asked me this one. Can you get stuck in hypnosis? I'm not.
Yeah, good question. Can you?
No. What happens is there's something called FDL. It's basically kind of like a hypnotic coma. It's not what it sounds. Basically, the person goes so deep they don't respond to my voice. Basically, a lot of times it happens when the person is in chronic pain or they haven't had any good sleep in years. The mind's way of just resting and just taking a break. The person will either probably, if it's at night, fall asleep, or eventually they'll open their eyes. There's no risk of, wake up.
Oh,
yeah, it's very interesting.
Well, you know, you are the expert with hypnotherapy.
It just feels so good. It feels like afterwards people feel like, I feel like I had a nap. Well, your brain did. I call it body sleep.
Oh,
resting.
Well, could have had a fucking V8.
No, you don't drink that. It's on that list. Was it, how do you say, Masato or Masato?
We may have some Masato lovers here. We may disagree.
I like eating natural, organic food.
This is just.
Yeah, it's like.
Some people think it. So, some, not all.
So there we go. So there we have it. Anything else you want to say?
Still thinking. I'm just glad that everyone is tuned in to us. They listen to the show. We promote it often.
Yes.
We're starting a second radio show for second business for the legal processing outsourcing business that I have. So stay tuned for that. That business is more people who've had trouble in the past, and they want to travel and they cannot travel. So we sort them out.
That show's a little different. It's a little more racier.
Oh, that show's gonna be full of smart and racy stuff and just
It's mainly geared. Well, the women could listen to it too, but
sure, birds can listen.
Yeah.
Not too many birds have records, but the lovers, the boyfriends do. And in that show, I can be my true self. This show is nice, but this show I have to be polite. But that show, I can let my true pig self out. That one, I'm putting together the intro as we speak. So possibly in a week, that shall be on. And, we will announce it when it's ready to go. And I had we're going to do commercials. And I had a commercial somewhere.
Commercial break?
I don't know. What's my sound effect for? Where is it?
Anyway, I wish everyone has a great week. It's not too hot for you. And if you're on holidays, enjoy your time.
And if you're not on holiday?
Well, enjoy your area where you are. I like going to the woods here in Surrey.
That sounds kind of creepy.
I go for walks and I go running there. I like hugging trees.
So you're one of those tree huggers.
Sure.
You don't see Fido.
I like Fido.
No, when you go to the woods, you see Fido.
Sometimes I say hi. Like, oh, she is.
No, does Fido speak back to you?
No.
You see her?
No.
What's to see? Just.
Oh, where's that? I see the bugs. Where's that bug song?
The bugs. Oh, I think I got you hooked on this bug song here.
Bugging you is easy 'cause you're bugaboo. And bugging you is all I
what about when you go in the woods? Do you see this? Oh. Well, you don't see that. You don't, Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how about do you see, these?
You have to be the most dumbest person.
I guess you don't see that.
No.
And I know for sure you don't see this.
Anyway, so I think your show's almost wrapped up. And I wish everyone a good week. And a tip for the week is we're to go out, be active, because actually exercise is also good for your brain, your mental health as well.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So until next week, everyone, have an excellent life.
And a transforming week.
And on that note, we are history.
See you later.
Join us next time for another exciting episode of the Second Chance Lifestyle Show, where we will continue to discuss the issues that are important to you and only you, no one else. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Second Chance Transformation Hypnotherapy, or check out our website at secondchancetransformationhypnotherapy.com. That's 2ND Chance. Or send us a tweet at Second Chance Hypno. So until next time, have an excellent, life-changing week. And in the words of my Vulcan colleague, live long and prosper.